everyone. How is everyone? Are you doing okay? Please press 1 if you can hear me. And I have a lot of energy today, and I hope you are too. Please press 1 if you can hear me so well. It's so hot, right? So the heat index that we have in the Philippines is 52. Please stay hydrated, everyone. Please press 1 if you can hear me. Please tag all of the people who've actually joined the raffle. And of course, for us to actually support Alkimi Exchange, our project for today. I'm really excited, and because they're from the United Kingdom. Please press 1 if you can hear me, and I want to know where you're from. I have a lot of energy, guys. Okay. I'm sorry for that. And by the way, for those who's a newbie here, I am Myrtle Ann Ramos. I'm the founder of the award-winning PR firm of 2020 by Pitch Deck Asia, marketing, growth hacking, sales, social media management, giving opportunities to people, media distribution services, investor relations, SEO, public relations, name it, we have everything. We are nominated for Crypto Awards by Blockchain Fest Cyprus. And of course, we are also nominated for this year's 2021 Stevie International Awards. We have helped many social issues in donating and helping using our events for example, Typhoon Ulysses, the earthquakes, the volcanic eruptions that happened. We've raised more than $200,000 for donations alone. And giving away help during the COVID-19 pandemic through our live series for today and from the past year, we've helped a lot of people. Okay, Baliwag, Bulacan. Let me just check. Pampanga, Lucena City. Cebu City, Philippines, yes. Hello guys, Bataan. Wow, I want to go to Bataan and go to the beach. Nueva Ecija. Please tag all of the people that you know so we can definitely start 4:30 in introducing Alkimi Exchange and the two speakers for today for the Q&A. All right, guys, I'm really excited to actually interview them, and we've worked for this about last month and actually presenting this project to Block Tides and of course Southeast Asia. So, another information for Block Tides, we have supervised more than not just 300 but 1,000 plus media publications with our clients, work with the Face magazine in Vietnam, and we've run 27 major road shows nung wala pang COVID, of course. We are a team of well-experienced marketer and PR heavily involved in blockchain technology. And by the way, just a fun fact that we've already raised $1 million plus, both local and international, for projects alone. And our team is a golden bridge towards expanding the project globally in no time with our strategic partnership between Asia Token Fund and Block PR Asia. And by the way, we're gonna be releasing 5 new media outlets for NFTs and DeFi. Watch out with that project, and it's very amazing. Okay, so guys, please do tag and share this live so we can definitely help a lot of people know more about blockchain. And just an important announcement for newbies, please do not give away your private keys to anyone. And of course, please be careful in joining airdrops. Do not connect your DApp browsers to any of those suspicious links because it can wipe away all of your funds. And just a disclaimer in this live series that we have, we are not a financial advisor. The disclaimer that all investment strategies and investments above involves the risk of loss. Nothing contained on this page or event should be construed as an investment advice. Any reference to an investment past or potential performance is not and should not be construed as a recommendation or as a guarantee as profit. This live series video is mainly for educational purposes, and we do not offer any investment advice. Trading on or investing in blockchain and cryptocurrencies hold substantial risk and is very volatile, like Elon Musk, okay? So all materials, videos, and live sessions are presented for the idea for the viewers and not offering any other investments. Your funds are your responsibility, and again, we are not a financial advisor. Trade and invest at your own risk. So the very well-known Dior, do your own research, guys. Okay. So, are you ready to actually listen to them? We still got 20 more minutes. I want to hear from the audience. Ooh. All right. So, let me just go ahead. Hold on, guys. Let me know where you're from. Please tag all of the people who actually joined this live so they will have the chance to actually participate in the raffle. Let's reach 2,000 shares today. And next week, we have another live series. Let me check for the confirmation of the project later. So we can definitely provide a lot of help for the people in Southeast Asia, not just in the Philippines. All right. And are you still okay with what's happening with Bitcoin? It's affected everyone, not just us, of course, around the globe. And we're still hoping for the best when it comes to the bleeding market right now. Oh, this dress was given to me by my best friend. Actually, this is a customized top for me for my birthday last 2015. Okay. Please press hashtag Alchemist. Hashtag Alchemist. And by the way, those who's just a friendly reminder out of the blockchain topics, that if ever someone is dragging you down, it already means that they're already below you. Just kidding. Anyway, congrats for the many projects, and of course, thank you so much. I'm very good. Quezon City, Lady in Blue, yeah. Nueva Ecija. And for the newbies, guys, please don't invest in for the things that you actually don't know. Please ask for the people who actually is here already since 2015, 2009, or whoever. Please don't go alone, because there's a lot of good people here in the blockchain space and cryptocurrency. So just believe in this technology that can definitely help a lot of people by changing our lives. Okay? Thank you so much, Mel Felipe. I'm just new here. Shout out to Cristela M. Yap. Thank you for sharing the live. And yes, you're going to be enjoying all of the future live series of Blocktides. Thank you so much for supporting Blocktides. And again, this is for everyone. We are here for the community, not just for the projects alone, because we believe in the power of community by including everyone, okay? All right. So let me just check. And by the way, we will close the registration for the raffle giveaway later. So make sure to tag three friends on this post, share and react to this post. The post must be public, either on the groups, and of course you must watch the live series up until the end, because once I call you and you're not here, it's automatically disqualified. So you must be a liker and follower of all Blocktide social media channels. And again, don't forget to click the Gleam registration under the pinned post. If you can see also that on our page that there's a lot of scammers out there commenting on the comment section of Blocktides, and of course impersonating Blocktides, guys, please make sure not to report them, okay? Because they're actually asking for money for you to be able to send something in the address that they're giving. Like your hairstyle and makeup today. This is actually an FA style, flight attendant. Just kidding, but yeah, it's so hot. That's why I've tied up my hair. It's 52 heat index. Guys, nice to be here. Cora Claudio, thank you so much. And I have so much energy, even though it's very hot here in the Philippines. Hello to all Bicolanos. Hi guys, Block Ties is here for you and we are your family. Please don't forget, by the way, to join our private community group. I want it to be private as much as possible because, of course, I want real organic people with our family. When it comes to leading a community, I don't want to be a boss. I want to be a leader and I want to set an example to inspire a lot of people. During this crazy times, especially COVID, guys, please be aware of your mental health and please take care of yourselves, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Love Block Ties. Thank you so much. And by the way, for the important information about Goku Market, guys, they're giving away 10 GMC to everyone. We are listed on Coin Market Cap, and with our surprise, we've already actually in the 45th place in the top exchanges, and I'm really happy. Please do take advantage of that opportunity for you to be able to pass the KYC. And yeah, we are the world's #1 crypto utility provider. We are not just an exchange but a marketplace. Make sure to actually share that opportunity to many people, because me, I tried actually in doing the KYC and I received the rewards right away. I just tried it, but I'm not allowed to refer. So use the link of my mom. She's one of the affiliates of Goku Market. And yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. We want to actually spread good vibes and positive energy to a lot of people, and of course help many people who actually needs it during COVID. So I'll just go ahead and flash some commercials of Block Tides, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, seems like everyone is ready for the Alchemy team to present. So I'll just go ahead and actually introduce who Alchemy is. Hang on. So please press 1 if you can hear me. Please press 1 if you can hear me. So if you can hear me, guys, I am excited to actually introduce you Alkimi Exchange, who they are. Alkimi Exchange is the world's first decentralized advertising exchange, bringing the benefits of decentralized networks, DeFi and rewards to programs. These are the main channels, and of course, our speakers for today is Ben Putley, the co-founder and CEO of Alkimi Exchange, Adam Chorley, co-founder and COO of Alkimi Exchange, and Neil Bruce, the co-founder and CCO of Alkimi Exchange. Users aren't a product, publishers aren't at the behest of Facebook and Google. Advertisers can deliver their message with value. So, this digital advertising ecosystem is a huge liquidity pool hiding in plain sight. So, but it is plagued by a number of issues, including fraud, poor user experience, undisclosed margin, and arbitrage. Their solution will solve all of these problems and at the same time will be 10 times cheaper for publishers and advertisers at the same time. To use then existing technologies, we're really excited, and Alchemy Exchange will be powered by their token, which will be utilized by a lot of people. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and introduce to you our first speaker, Mr. Ben Putley, Neil Bruce, and Adam Chorley.
How's it going? Good afternoon. So, as Myrtle very kindly introduced us, we are Alkimi. We run the Alkimi Exchange. Can we move on a slide, please, Myrtle, just take us through the team members? Obviously, you've got myself, Adam, Neil, and also he's not on the call today, but our CTO, Chandru. So essentially, as Myrtle was saying, the Alkimi Exchange is the world's first decentralized ad exchange where users are no longer a product. Publishers aren't at the behest of Facebook and Google in terms of their monetization, and advertisers can continue and improve the value of the message that they deliver to their clients and audience. We are big proponents and fans of the generative economic model, whereby we look to grow and have everyone win within an entire economy, not have an extractive model where it's kind of been prolific to date. We want to create an environment where there's fewer ads, there's better user experience, and increased engagement. Could you roll on the slide, please, Myrtle? So yeah, the team, there's obviously myself, CEO. I've got 10 years of experience in the digital ad world. So I've spent a long time selling software to publishers like News UK, Condé Nast, and actually Adam and Neil at a point were clients of mine. So I used to sell software to Chorley and then also to Neil. Troy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm the COO, and I was previously working at a startup called SmartFrame, and we were looking to protect images online. But that really taught me how to work at a startup and kind of be at the coalface, and really like help to grow a business. And before that, I was at Condé Nast, which is obviously the owner of Vogue and GQ, so like a real legacy publisher. And whilst I was there, I kind of saw all the problems that publishers face on a sort of daily basis when dealing with these like big technologies, like programmatic advertising.
And hi everyone, I'm Neil. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer. I'm also the old man of the group. I have 15 years experience, and my experience has predominantly been spent on the buy side of the advertising ecosystem. So I worked for large network media agencies, most recently Mindshare, which is the world's second largest media agency, working for clients like Unilever, Rolex, American Express, and Nike to buy their digital media activity. And I actually ran the digital innovation team, and blockchain was one of the innovations that we were really keen to implement, because we live in a really muddled ecosystem where almost half of advertising spend is lost before it reaches a publisher, and we really want to sort that out with Alkimi Exchange. Chandru is our CTO. He's not on the call today, but he has 20 years experience, and most recently was working for Sky, so a big broadcaster in the UK, and Virgin Media, building out what's called their AdSmart product, which is a connected television set-top box advertising product. He also wrote a paper on blockchain technology and GDPR, which is European privacy legislation, which is hugely important in the advertising space, and we're super excited to have him on board. Myrtle, do you want to jump onto the next slide?
So this is, I guess, the size of the market, and one of the things that we're hugely excited about Alkimi Exchange is that the digital ad marketing space is worth $340 billion every single year. And this is the first year where digital advertising spend actually eclipsed offline channels. And by offline channels, we mean channels like the newspaper or out-of-home advertising or even radio advertising. So it's something that's been coming for a long time, but this is really the first year where we've seen the promise of digital advertising being realized, and it really overtake other sectors that exist for marketers to use. Could you hop on one, please, Myrtle? So, as you may or may not be aware, but Google and Facebook are advertising companies, and they really have grown to monopolize this entire market. So between Google and Facebook, they actually managed to capture $181 billion of digital ad spend every year. Amazon are growing their business. Actually, they've just announced that their revenue is larger than Snapchat, Roku, and a couple of other partners combined. So they're a growing kind of player in the space. And then the last 36% is really captured by independent ad technologies. But the issue with Google and Facebook that we see is that they're really not as transparent. They're actually quite opaque, and they don't often share exactly what's going on in an auction, how it's performed exactly, who's bought what where. And that really, as an advertiser and a publisher, creates huge issues in determining where your money's been spent, the value of the money you've been spent, and then for publishers, finding out exactly who has bought the inventory that's accessible from the site. Thanks, Metal. So outside of the Google and Facebooks and Amazons of the world, we have this space which is called ad technology or ad tech. The issue with ad technology is that it's created a lot of issues and then solved those issues. But really what that's meant for those applying value to the exchange and the people that are required. So ourselves, who view internet websites, you have publishers who produce and create the content on those internet websites, then advertisers who distribute their message, is that for every dollar that's spent, 49 cents of that is lost before it actually it's received by the publisher. And the thing that's even crazier about that stat is that it's not actually often known where this money goes. So 10%, for example, is lost just to server discrepancies. and then you have 20% that's lost to ad fraud, and then you have the remaining percentage that is lost to what are opaque margins, where you're stated to have 1%, but what's actually being delivered is a considerably lower percentage. And Mark Pritchard actually said that the media supply chain is really not as it should be. It's very murky and actually can be even called fraudulent. And this happened in 2017. This isn't a new issue. It's a known issue, and something that we at Alkimi Exchange are really going to look to address, kind of bring value back to everyone that uses the internet. So in terms of the market opportunity for Alkimi, we anticipate that our MVP, which is due to launch next year, is going to capture around $50 million. But then if you kind of look as these boxes grow, $5 billion is captured by the top 6 independent ad exchanges. And as we'll kind of describe shortly, the features that we offer to our clients are significantly better than what's available at the moment. So we're really going to start to win more of these budgets from the independent ad tech providers. And then as we do so, it allows us to move up into much, much larger pools of liquidity. So the total programmatic, or the real-time trading, the way that ads are sold online, is 98 billion. But then as we look even further to the future, the total digital advertising market, which starts to include digital out of home, audio and things like podcasts and online radio, becomes $340 billion, which again, we're viewing this as a liquidity pool, which is going to be accessed by the best of Defi. So again, a really huge and exciting opportunity to allow us to bring a real industry, a real sector, a huge sector of the market onto the blockchain to usher in a new kind of era of adoption for blockchain technologies throughout the world.
And yeah, to that point, it's a wonderful market that is largely unaffected by the peaks and troughs of the crypto industry. So it's fiat money that is being traded regularly, and we have that ability to bring that fiat currency onto the blockchain. It's a hugely exciting prospect.
And so really this is what gets Chorley, Neil and I out of bed, is that at the moment the intended value exchange of the internet is broken. And I'm sure you will have all experienced this at some point today, where you went to your favorite website and you had a cookie notice that said you were being tracked by some kind of technology that you may or may not understand. And quite often what happens there is users choose not to be tracked, or there's instances where you would be bombarded with a lot of annoying ads. We've all experienced that when your laptop starts to run very slowly and the fan starts to wear, and that is because of the amount of third-party JavaScript that's being loaded through your browser. So you may install an ad blocker and never see an ad again, which solves the problem for you, but really there's a knock-on issue where publishers now have a much smaller audience to sell. So they have to increase the number of ad units on their page. They have to sell through to more intermediaries. They have to reduce their prices to sell the inventory that's available. And ultimately, this has the net effect of reducing revenue for publishers, which again has a knock-on effect for advertisers, where advertisers have a much smaller audience that they can now target. They have an issue with determining where exactly their money's been spent, and ultimately the net again is a reducing ad performance. So as we say, the system is broken now, and we want to go and, using Alkimi Exchange, fix what's going on. And the industry has identified blockchain as the solution that could do this. So with blockchain, you have, through a ledger, you have fraud prevention, because you can see all of the buyers now. There's no way for you to hide what has happened because of the nature of a ledger. You have the ability to improve identity, data, and privacy online, again, through the use of the ledger. You have the capacity to measure ads better in a way you have before, and you have this complete transparency. You move away from an opaque market where you don't know the margins that are being taken, the buyer that delivered the ad, even the publisher where that ad was delivered. And then finally, settlement. And I'm sure Neil will talk to this, but through the blockchain, you have instant reconciliation, which I'll let you speak, but has huge value, particularly for media agencies, for brands, and also publishers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so when I was working at Mindshare, we used to have something that was 1 week of every month called Reconciliation Week or Recce Week. And that week was where everyone in the agency was purely focused on just reconciling the billing queries between the publishers that we worked with and what our ad servers said was billed. And a publisher ad server might say that we had spent $100,000, but our ad server said that we had spent $70,000. And then you throw in other metrics like the percentage that the ad's been viewed or whether there is fraudulent inventory, and it becomes this really complicated mess. It actually takes up when you ladder that up, that takes a quarter of the year of the media agency's time to resolve. It's hugely inefficient, and it's time that could be much better used doing other things, thinking creatively and planning. And that's what we envisage our solution enabling media agencies to do.
So yeah, we at Alkimi want to establish the intended digital value exchange, right? Where a user visits a site because they enjoy the content on that particular website. The publisher obviously has to create the content, which comes at a cost. You have producers, you have journalists, you have web designers, you have everyone that's involved in getting the content that we love onto a particular website. To pay for that, they sell an audience, they sell users like ourselves to advertisers who will then show a relevant targeted message to a particular user. And if we kind of think back to the slide two slides ago, when we reduce the number of ads, user experience improves. When we add more yield into the system, publishers have the revenue required to serve less ads, serve better ads, more beautiful ads, and advertisers will benefit from that because they're creating these ads, right? So they're able to deliver their message to a user in an environment that's much cleaner, much more effective, and the whole system then kind of plays much more nicely, and we're able to use the best of blockchain really to solve the issue that has been created through the monetization on the internet that's occurred so far to date. So essentially, the ads token is what underpins the entire Alkimi Exchange, and we're hugely excited about it because it's going to usher in kind of an era of utility for blockchain technology, especially on a huge sector in a way that's never really been seen before. And you as an ads token holder can use this in a number of ways. So we have commercial entities that will hold ads tokens, and I think publishers like CNN here or Vice or the Telegraph will hold these tokens to allow them access to the ads Alkimi Exchange to facilitate the buying and selling of their inventory to advertisers. Ads token holders can also stake their tokens in the access pool. So in the access pool, you will be paid an APY for allowing the bandwidth and kind of allowing the ability for transactions to take place, which kind of leads me then not nicely to the bandwidth pool itself. So again, you can stake this to improve the capacity of the network, again, yielding you an APY. We're also a community-led project. We're growing a burgeoning community on Telegram. We're fortunate enough to be incubated by Constellation Network, who, I will say this having experienced it, have the best community in crypto. So we want to help bring the community in. So incentivizing the community to get involved and to kind of help earn some income from holding the ads token itself. And then also the accessibility. So through Constellation's Hypergraph transfer protocol, they're actually building an L0 standard whereby they're interoperable with virtually every current cryptocurrency that exists. So again, the ads token will be an L0 currency, so interoperable with any pool of liquidity that exists on the Hypergraph transfer protocol. So the native DAG token, the LTX token for their decentralized exchanges, and in the future it will be the cryptocurrencies that you know and love, the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the mid-cap alts, the small-cap alts, to really grow this pool of liquidity to allow the efficient transfer of information across the Alkimi Exchange. And one of the keys to the ad world is this idea of interoperability. A lot of the people the three of us speak to on a daily basis are time poor. They don't have a lot of resource to adopt a totally new way of operating, delivering ads online. So through Constellation's network, we have built the first decentralized ad exchange on the network itself. And then our next step is going to be to become interoperable with the standards that govern the way that these ads are bought and sold. So OpenRTB is the way in which ads are traded. We are totally interoperable with that, which means that we can fit seamlessly into the ways in which ads are traded today. And then as we look further to the future, we'll be looking to onboard other partners that exist to continue our integration to provide this seamless experience. So there will be no difference if you're a buyer or seller of ads from what you used to see in terms of the process, but actually the functionality is going to be completely different. So you have a revolutionary blockchain technology that's going to usher in this new means of trading ads whilst using the methods in which it was done in the past. And when we look in comparison to, and if you cast your mind back to our addressable market slide, these are the top 6 exchanges that we refer to. So Xandr, which is a Verizon company, you have Turner Media company, you have Programmatic, which is a large exchange, you have OpenX, Verizon Media, Magnite, and Exchange. That the main headline, I suppose, to take away here is that their fee is 15.5%. So the Alkimi Exchange fee is 1.5% to buyers and 1.5% to sellers. So we're actually 10x cheaper than the current incumbent technologies, which for us is hugely exciting. And again, from the conversations that we've had already with some of the biggest publishers and advertisers in the world, this is something that's getting them very excited. It's really whetting their appetite, and they're very, very keen to be using the Alkimi Exchange in the future to deliver their ads. But it doesn't really stop there. So we will be, as I mentioned, working with the biggest publishers in the world. Through the blockchain, we have built-in fraud protection. We provide access to log-level data, so you see the complete picture of where your ads are shown, where your ads were delivered. We have an immutable record of data, which means that nothing can be altered once it's kind of put onto the blockchain itself. We have the instant reconciliation of the payments that happen through the Alkimi Exchange. We have the ability to scale queries per second, so allow buyers to find their user in a way they've never been able to before. And then through doing all of this, we're going to improve the user experience on the internet. So no longer will you be bombarded by ads. There'll be fewer, better looking, more targeted ads that exist on the internet. So then in terms of the roadmap, we've got quite an aggressive timeline to bring this to the market. And you may or may not have seen this, but Apple recently have removed IDFA, so the particular alphanumeric key that your phone will have if you're an iPhone user that allows advertisers to target you with a particular ad. They no longer exist, which has had huge knock-on effects for the people in the market itself. And then in 2022, Google are going to remove the cookie, which again has underpinned a lot of the digital ad world for the last 10, 15 years at this point. So we want to go to market to kind of capture on this uncertainty and provide people that are working within the digital advertising world a better alternative to what currently exists. So we're beginning with an ERC20 token. We are then going to move into building endpoints to allow us to be interoperable with the current systems that exist. Beginning of Q4, we're going to be migrating native L0 token. We'll be launching the Alkimi Exchange testnet. We'll be building out and onboarding the data schemas required to allow these transactions to happen. So OpenRTB 2.5, as I said, regulations like GDPR and CCPA in California. And then as we move into the beginning of next year, we'll be launching the Alkimi Exchange proper. So at that point, you'll have publishers selling inventory, you'll have advertisers buying that inventory, and then users experience a better experience online from this better ad product. And then for us, it's about becoming more more established. So building in new types of ad formats, whether that's video, audio, anything you can think of really. And then we move down and then getting ourselves accredited, working with the governing bodies, helping educate the audience so that this becomes a much more widely adopted exchange to have hopefully all of the ads that are traded on the internet go through the Alkimi Exchange. And so we now move on to the tokenomics of the ads token, and Chorley is the genius behind our tokenomics, so I'll let him take you through these in a bit more detail.
Thanks, Ben. So so our distribution of our token, we may be like moving these a little bit, but ultimately we've got a private sale which is going to be for investors or backers of our project. Then we have some team and advisor tokens in there as well. Then we get onto the marketing budget. So we decided to put in a nice big marketing budget because obviously we are an advertising business, and therefore we need to be able to advertise to as many people as possible, and that involves the crypto and the sort of traditional ad world. So we put in a nice big budget to make sure that we can do all the advertising that we need to do to really push out the Alkimi Exchange to all the people who are going to be part of that. We've also got staking rewards. So part of our sort of proposal is that we're going to have those two pools, the access and the bandwidth pool. And what we're going to do in the first instance, before the exchange is fully live in 2022, is we're going to offer staking to people. So that's just so that they get used to this concept of holding ads tokens and staking them to help verify the network and effectively help us make life better for both publishers and advertisers. And that way they're kind of really involved in the value exchange that's going to go on within the ecosystem. So we've got a pot there for staking rewards so that we can start that process as early as possible. So we'll be doing that once we've gone through the IDO. We're going to be offering staking from the get-go, really, just to make sure that everybody kind of starts staking their tokens and really understands the value that they're bringing to the Alkimi Exchange. We've also got some development bounties in there as well. So one thing that the ad tech world does have is a lot of good technology that has been designed by different people. So what we want to do is we want to be able to offer individual developers the opportunity to come into the Alkimi Exchange and build a brand new product, something that might not exist at the moment. Because ultimately, what the Alkimi Exchange is going to be able to do is way bigger than what is possible today. So that's really going to need some sort of blue sky thinking from different developers to really bring out some new possibilities and new products that ultimately publishers and advertisers are going to use on a daily basis. So for that, we've got a development bounty, and we'll be helping support people to bring to life different pieces of technology on the Alkimi Exchange. We've also got some exchange liquidity in there as well. So once the token's live, we'll obviously be rolling out onto different exchanges. So we need to support that with some liquidity. And then lastly, we've got the platform tokens. So the platform tokens are there for once the Alkimi Exchange has been launched. We'll obviously have a lot more demand for the ads token than we will do before. So therefore, we need to open up the amount of ads tokens that's going to be available. So when we onboard new partners, whether it be advertisers or publishers, we'll be unlocking this platform token allocation and essentially making sure that there is enough whole of the Alkimi Exchange. Thanks, Myrtle. Next slide. So yeah, within the sale, there will be 3 different sales. We might be moving around a little bit, but essentially what everybody needs to know is the different unlocks. So the public sale, the round 3, as we'll probably be calling it, will be unlocked at launch, and that means that people who are in that round will be able to stake their tokens pretty much straight away, and as part of that they'll receive an APY which will come from that allocation that I was talking about earlier. So what we essentially want is for everyone to understand the power of the ads token. The whole of the Alkimi Exchange is really only possible because of the ads token. So we really want to make sure that people understand that by buying and holding and also staking the ads token, that they're really going to be contributing to the wider network. Next slide, please. So yeah, this is kind of the sort of crux of it, really, and we really want everybody who is buying ads tokens to understand that what they're doing is really like helping the internet perform better and for everybody on the internet to have a better experience. So if you're a user and you hold ads tokens, then you're getting rewarded through the APY that is being paid by the participants on the network. So what that means effectively is that you're instantly participating in the value exchange of the internet. So in a way that has not been possible before, you're effectively getting paid to view ads, like by proxy, by staking your tokens. So what that's going to help is it's going to mean that everybody on the internet gets to see fewer ads and have a better experience, and that's going to increase everybody's engagement, both with like the content and also the advertising that's on there. So really, by holding ads tokens, you are making the internet a better place for everybody. Thanks. Next slide.
And that brings us to the end of the presentation. But yeah, I think what Chorley was saying there at the end is really the message that we want to kind of to leave here thinking that if you hold ads tokens, you are helping to make the internet a better place. You are supporting the content creators, you are supporting the advertisers, and you're allowing kind of this free exchange of information on the internet to continue to happen because, as I say, we the three, Chorley and I, have worked at publishers, and they are under a squeeze for revenue, and they are kind of the gatekeepers to content on the internet. So again, by holding the ads token, you're supporting the people that create content on the internet and really improving the experience for everyone on the internet itself. No worries.
So I have a lot of good questions, by the way, for everyone. So if any one of you wants to answer, of course, feel free to do so. So you've already introduced yourselves, of course, earlier. I saw that. So how did you and your company first learn about Constellation?
So this is Chorley. Yeah, this is your story here, man. You go ahead.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, been involved in cryptocurrency since about 2016. Generally, sort of buying various coins. Probably anything from around that era has been in my portfolio at some point. But when I was doing my sort of normal research, I came across an article about Constellation working with the US Air Force. And for me, that was like a real light bulb moment because the US Air Force creates so much data. I think it's something like a terabyte of data per second, which is absolutely insane. And if they see a technology like Constellation being able to actually process that data, that for me was unbelievable. And then whilst we were kind of like doing our research and sort of thinking about things, we kind of realized that Constellation, if they can do that for the US Air Force, like what we're trying to achieve is not a very big lift in comparison. But up until this point, there has been no technology that's necessarily been able to do this. So it was for us just like a complete game changer. Being able to transact anything that quickly on a blockchain really is kind of that sort of new wave of blockchains that are coming out. That sort of blockchain 3.0 almost. If Bitcoin's blockchain 1 and Ethereum based stuff is blockchain 2, this really is that kind of next movement in blockchain where there is that infinite scalability and the fact that you can transfer data at speed as well in a way that is kind of normal when you're using two different servers. So for us, that was just something that we thought was amazing. And this was probably 18 months ago. So, in that time, they've obviously been building out the project and sort of dropping more and more hints about what was possible. And then about sort of 6 months ago, we started knocking together our plan and sort of working out how we could use Constellation's network.
And then if you actually visit the Constellation Network site, their project submission form is now open, which allows you to take a similar path to what we've taken. So as Joy said, we wrote our tokenomics, we wrote our white paper, we submitted that project to the Constellation team, and we were fortunate enough to win a chance to be incubated by them. So since then, we've been working with them, I guess since early January, to really take this project from an idea to an actual project that can serve the market in a way that hasn't been done before.
And by the way, I saw your roadmap. Can you highlight what stage are you at already?
So we are in the process of building out our adapters. Which will essentially allow the Alkimi Exchange to connect to the existing technology partners at the moment. The state channel technology, which is what Alkimi Exchange will ultimately be built on, is being released in Q3. So at that point, we will then start building out the exchange proper to allow us to trade ads. So we are in, I guess you could call it the phase one, whereby we're preparing everything we need. We're getting the system architecture, we're getting the data architecture ready to go. So when state channels launch, we're going to be on track for our stated launch at the end of Q1, beginning of Q2.
Actually saw that earlier while you're presenting, and yeah, I've been actually studying about Alkimi Exchange. And another related question, is the ad exchange done? I believe it's once it's done, are you ready to go live once you launch?
So Q1, end of Q1, beginning. So I was it the question? Are we ready to go launch at the beginning of Q1, Q2? So you broke up a little bit at the end.
Yeah, okay. So in another question here. By the way, guys, please do drop a question on the comment section, and we're actually going to answer that. The team Alchemy is here to actually answer all of your questions. And next question that I have: do you actually have a content or marketing plan?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
Go ahead now.
We're all marketers by trade, and we're building out a team. We basically have a two-pronged approach towards our marketing efforts. So we're talking to the crypto community, obviously working with Myrtle and working with other partners in that space. And we also have a content strand that's designed to bridge the crypto community and the advertising community. So we have a series of podcasts called We Are Alchemists, #We Are Alchemists. And in those podcasts, we're interviewing some really interesting people, some people who work in programmatic advertising, some people that work in the crypto space, and people work in between. And we're releasing those on our Loom channel and also our YouTube channel, and also lots of links to that in our Telegram group as well. And that's where we're really keeping people updated.
Yes, I saw everything, especially in the social media channels that you have. So, this is a great question, by the way, that I have. Why start with an ERC20 token?
So we decided that we wanted to start with the ERC20 token, mainly so that we can start kind of building up that user base. So by offering an ERC20 token and staking now, we can really capture that audience who is going to help us like move forward when we build the exchange out, and they're going to be the ones who ultimately are the first adopters and who will be the first users who help us verify the network. So we wanted to be able to offer that as soon as possible and let people get rewarded for helping us build this network of the future, basically. So the way that we decided to do that was through the ERC20 token. as that offers quite a lot of utility around staking that we could that means that we could start these pools as early as possible.
Understood. So, related to that question, by the way, since you're going to actually reward users by staking, right? I can still remember the first time that I want to try staking. I actually ask a lot of people if it's safe or not. So, there's newbies out there watching on this live. What can you say about staking, by the way?
So staking is kind of built in as a functionality within ERC20. So it's definitely safe. Obviously, you have to go through the correct channels, and we'll be making sure that we put a nice big explainer to make sure that everybody is going to the right place and doing it in the correct way. Because obviously it can be quite daunting the first time you ever stake anything. I've been in that same experience as well. So yeah, it's something that is completely tried and tested, but we'll make sure that we put enough information out there as soon as we offer staking to make sure that everybody is comfortable with it. And we'll also be on our Telegram channel with our admins and stuff who will be able to help out to make sure that everybody's doing everything correctly and that nobody's kind of making any mistakes.
I think, again, to kind of echo you, Michael, it's always key, though, to do your own research for sure, so make sure you understand exactly what it is you're getting involved with. And this isn't meant to be financial advice of any sort.
Again, from Ben, please, guys, do your own research when it comes to actually checking projects. And we all know that a lot of, all companies right now are running ads, right? By using Google Analytics, Google Ads, Facebook ads. So, are you also planning to create your own dashboard? So, we can definitely track the analytics.
So I think we, having worked for an ad tech company and provided people logins, they weren't often talked about in a very nice way. I won't use the word, but it was another effing login was what we described them as. So we don't want to provide that. We want to have this fold into their operations as seamlessly as possible. So we will be providing data that they can onboard into their current reporting platforms through an API connection to allow them to see this plethora of new data in user faces and interfaces, rather, that they're familiar with working with, they understand, that fit their current processes, to allow them to take advantage of the new functionality afforded to them by using the Alkimi Exchange.
Great to hear. So, this is an interesting question again for if anyone wants to answer. So, if you can see in the live series that we're having, so I can see here that you will actually employ proof of reputable observation, PRO. So, consensus mechanism. So, this will be used as fraud prevention tool. Can you explain more about the basic mechanisms about this consensus? And how can we filter out the scammers, the bad actors out there?
So the proof of reputable observation, a consensus mechanism that was created by Constellation's DTO, Wyatt, Melbourne and Flock. And what this is really, and I guess that's how I, excuse my trouble, but it's essentially like giving each validator an Uber rating. So, or a rating for how they perform, right? So for you to validate your own transaction, you have to validate two other transactions on chain. So those two other transactions will, as I say, be validated by other node operators, validators on the network, and they will then give you a score based on what it is you're doing in your particular node or state channel. And if you perform badly, you will then be deprioritized for transactions. So it has the effect of basically, if you behave badly, you essentially get pushed out of the network itself, which is then this idea of, as I mentioned briefly, a generative economic model. This happens quite a lot in Japan, where you have this idea of a karetsu, where the rising tide raises all ships, provided you are a good actor and you respect the conditions of the market. And given the fraud that exists now, we will have rules in the actual protocol itself that govern and are agreed on by the market participants that say if you don't do this way, it's going to affect your PRO score, proof of reputable observation score. So essentially, you by behaving badly on the particular market, you would push yourself out and off of it. So it's incentivizing people to play by the rules, to help everyone out, and kind of really lean into this generative economic model that we think is going to change the way that ads are traded.
Thank you so much for answering that question. So I'm actually filtering question here in the from the community. So I have the first question. So this is from John Aninyon. He actually asked, is it worth staking in your platform exchange?
Is it worth staking?
Yes. You're on mute, I think.
Sorry about that. So, sorry, yeah. So within the staking, so the rewards are actually going to be paid out in ads tokens. So if you're in from the beginning and you're staking your tokens, you'll be able to accrue more ads tokens, which later on will have obviously more value and be able to be staked for more ads tokens. So it's that idea of compounded interest. So the earlier you start, the better it is for you ultimately, because when we get to sort of 2-3 years down the line, if you've been staking that long, compounded your interest in ads tokens, it means you're going to have a lot larger APY. So it's 100% worth staking your ads tokens from the get-go.
That's very interesting because nowadays API is actually the competitive part in any DeFi or any exchanges, right? So I have here some comments. Can you hear me? Okay, so first time I've ever heard this anti-fraud tech. So they're happy with actually what they're hearing from you guys. So here there's another question from a newbie here by Cora Claudio. I read about Alkimi Exchange using generative economics. I'm a newbie here. Can you explain it on layman's term? Thank you so much.
I guess like most economies right now are extractive, right? Where we're looking to remove value. So I guess the way of thinking about it here in terms of advertising, the way that Facebook and Google have behaved. So Facebook doesn't create any content, right? What they do is they take content from a publisher, they host it on their own platform, and then they sell ads against that content. So in a sense, what they've done there is co-opted eyeballs, co-opted content, and then use that to sell against it without returning as much value as perhaps they should to those that are creating the content itself. So with a generative economic model, we will reward all stakeholders within the market equally based off of the value that they're providing. So obviously you have publishers that create all of the content, they're going to be seeing a big advantage from this. You have advertisers better and have a much more compelling model to use. And then the user itself, as we said, can now, if you're an ads token holder, be part of this generative economic model where you are providing bandwidth on the network, allowing more transactions to happen, allowing more advertisers to advertise, allowing more publishers to sell. So you have this idea of this rising tide that raises all ships. So if everyone performs well, everyone is then kind of included in this benefit rather than having a centralized system that takes and extricates a lot of the value from a particular economic ecosystem. I hope that made sense. We can share some information.
I think sometimes. Oh, sorry, mate. So I think like sometimes currently the system is where like you can only win if somebody else loses, and ultimately generative economics, it's a way of me winning if you win. So that the best way for us to interact with each other within the system is to help each other out because we're both going to benefit from it. rather than somebody losing out, somebody not getting what they deserve from the system.
Agree with both of with what you said. Actually, there's a lot of exchanges out there, right? So it's very best for us to be actually solving a lot of problems, because a lot of people have this mindset to compete with each other. But of course, it's very important for us to actually build for the solution that we all need. Right? So the question that I have is actually, how does Alchemy Exchange differ from other exchanges out there?
So I guess there are two ways to answer that, right? So if you're talking about advertising exchanges, for example, the advertising exchanges that are out there at the moment are centralized. So they don't operate this decentralized token-based structure that we are proposing, and as a result of that, there is number one, the fact that it's a very murky, non-transparent system where a lot of revenue is lost in terms of arbitrage, undisclosed margins, publishers front-running clients, a lot of problems with these legacy technologies. And then add to that, you have the fact that it's a hugely fraudulent market in ad tech at the moment. It's the second biggest contributor to organized crime in terms of revenue every year. And it also they charge very large fees comparative to what we're able to charge using a decentralized feeless blockchain system. So as Ben said earlier, they charge about the top 6 exchanges charge on average about 15.5% to use to publishers and to advertisers. We're charging 1.5%. So we are immediately undercutting the market. And in addition to that, we are providing the benefits of a blockchain solution. So we're providing a transparent market, we're providing an immutable record, and we're providing a fraud-free environment. And then added to that, the benefits of generative economics, where we're actually ensuring that these websites clean up their act and provide a better user experience, which is something we are hugely passionate about. And then obviously you then have Alkimi Exchange versus other kind of DeFi exchanges, and essentially what we're looking to do is take the principles of DeFi and apply that to the advertising market.
So, since you've already discussed all of the components for the ecosystem and the exchanges, this is my own personal question. So, will I need actually a DAG and LTX to stake and get ADS for the tokenomics part and the rewards?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Sorry,
Repeat that. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So,
Broke up a little bit there. Would you be able to re-ask it?
yeah, will I need DAG and LTX to stake to get ADS tokens? Ads tokens. The lattice exchange, LTX or DAG, etc. So, what resources I'll be needing to participate in that sale? Can
So
you
I
hear
think
me?
we're struggling a bit over here, Myrtle. Like you broke up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. So, I'll actually ask again. So, what do I need to do to participate in the token sale?
So we have, if you come and join our Telegram, which we'll share links to later, we actually have a form where you can register interest in joining the private sale. As we've kind of said, this is a community-based project. We want people to hold ads tokens to improve the internet, essentially. So there are details there. We're reaching out to everyone that submit some interest and register interest on the form. So the best way to do that is to join our Telegram channel, submit your interest, and then you'll be hearing from either Neil, Chorley, or I in the near future to kind of discuss what it is you want to be involved, what you like about the project, what you don't, because as you say, we want to get people that kind of understand our mission, are following our mission, and want to improve the internet, right? Which, given the last 18 months, we've all spent a lot of time on the internet. So I think largely it's a noble cause. So yeah, we want to get people that are behind us and want to kind of do the same.
I have a great question again. Actually, it was sent to me via message from Nick Smith. So, will Alchemy be running a node or state channel on the DAG network? And if so, why would we run nodes for your state channel as opposed to, say, the US Air Force or AWS government cloud?
So we will.
So yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Chorley. You go ahead.
Okay, I was just yeah. So yeah, we'll be running our own state channel and nodes, and that will provide a certain amount of capacity on the network, on the Constellation network for the Alkimi Exchange. But we will need other node operators to point their node towards our state channel and help us to increase the bandwidth and effectively to be able to onboard more partners and therefore make more money. And that's part of that kind of generative economics, really, that we were talking about. So there's going to be rewards as well for doing that. So we will create a reward structure based on the bandwidth that you're providing to us, as will the US Air Force and others. But that's part of the competitive nature of the Constellation network, is that we have to give node operators a reason to provide bandwidth to us. And the way that we'll do that is through rewards. So all of the different node operators, the change channels, are going to be offering various rewards, and that's how we will make a sort of competitive marketplace for that bandwidth, which is ultimately, good for everybody, especially node operators.
I think also it's worth mentioning that the liquidity pool, the $340 billion we're looking to access the digital ad market, is quite large. It should be quite compelling, and we will require a lot of bandwidth from node operators to support this. So there will be a good opportunity for a lot of people to get involved with our project, especially. But then once you are working with that, you can look to other projects that exist. And again, all of the projects that exist on the Constellation Hypergraph are interoperable. So by helping one, it enables you to help others and again, really promote this idea of a generative economic model. I think is really going to solve a lot of the problems, not just in advertising, but then in other sectors, other markets, other products that are going to exist in the future on the Hypergraph.
So I can see here as well with that hypergraph information. Can you highlight the leveraging, the biggest advantage of leveraging the hypergraph? Can you hear me? Sorry, my connection is cutting off, but I don't know if you can hear me, guys. So, what do you perceive are ads' biggest three advantages when it comes to leveraging the hypergraph?
So was the question, what's the advantages of the Hypergraph other over blockchains?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'll kind of cart back to the slide we showed previously where the IAB, when they were looking particularly for the advertising world, looked to blockchain because it solved a lot of issues around transparency, reconciliation, and mutable data sets. But particularly for our market, the advertising world is high frequency, low margin. So when I think of Bitcoin, like the original blockchain, a transaction completing 40 minutes isn't going to work for something that has to transact within 1,000 milliseconds. If you look at Ethereum, sure, there's a slightly quicker time for transaction, but again, it's too slow. The other thing that we considered with Ethereum is the advertising world sells every impression of an ad. So that's every time an ad is loaded on a particular page in groups of 1,000. So if you're paying $5 for an individual Ethereum transaction, over 1,000 times, that's $5,000, and you're looking to sell $1,000 at $2 to an advertiser, the sums do not compute. You'd put yourself out of business in probably half an hour. So when we discovered and came across the Hypergraph with its instant, virtually feeless transactions, that as you have more transactions scale, it was just like the holy grail for using blockchain for the digital ad world, right? And not just that, but I think, particularly the ads token, which again is an L0 native token, is going to bring about this ability to support the features that publishers and advertisers need, but then also allow the holders of the token to really help that happen, help that come sooner, help improve the internet quicker than you might do. You can go, as I say, you go on any website now, particularly users, there's a load of ads that run. It takes a long time for your page to load. It's frustrating, right? I'm sure we can all think of some of the websites that are bad examples of this. And I think that by doing this, by holding the ads token, by helping the internet become better, more attractive, what that really means in technical terms is we're removing the amount of JavaScript that runs on a page, right? So most of the functionality on the web is afforded by JavaScript, because the internet protocol is actually quite a fantastic protocol, but it's quite skinny in that it only really connects a database to another database, right? And third-party JavaScripts have been great. It means that websites look as good as they do. You're able to share style sheets, fonts, CSS, but then there's also other third parties, and largely third-party JavaScripts that are responsible for serving ads, that take up a lot of the execution time of all third-party JavaScripts on the internet. And what's even worse than that is that they're looking to target the top 100 URLs in the world, improve the experience on those sites. And what that means is that there'll be less third-party JavaScripts, and those top 100 URLs account for 50% of all of the third-party JavaScript execution time on the web. So what that means is if we can reduce that, and this is quoted from a study by a company called Web Almanac, you'll actually be improving the overall internet experience for everyone by 2 to 3%, which is like kind of mind-boggling that a tiny percentage of websites actually could attribute to a significant improvement across everyone's internet experience. And obviously there'll be some people that see it more than others, but on average, there'll be a marked improvement from using the ads token, holding the ads token, improving the experience you have on the internet.
Thank you so much for explaining that with in-depth information then. So let's go ahead with actually some not related blockchain questions, but of course with this one. So this question is actually, how are things with you and Alchemy during pandemic?
I didn't quite catch that, Myrtle, sorry.
How are things with you and Alchemy during this pandemic?
How have things been for us?
Yes.
I've spent a lot of time in this room, which has been okay. I'm just about ready to come out, I think. But what I think it has afforded us is a lot of time to really think about this, really be considered about all of the decisions we're making as it relates to economics, as it relates to the product strategy, as it relates to the marketing strategy. It's just allowed us to think things through. I mean, you could argue perhaps too much, but what it means is that we've looked at all the potential pitfalls, all the potential benefits. How do we make this that really does have fit? And I'm excited to kind of say that we've now been able to leave the house more often than we've been able to in the past, and we've been able to meet some of our old clients, friends, and talk them through what it is we're trying to offer. And the excitement's palpable. We have advertisers that are excited about what's possible here. We've got some advertisers that are even kind of behind closed doors saying they would love to put some spend towards this as soon as it's possible. We're having meetings with people like Waitrose, which is huge grocer in the UK. We have meetings with people like Red Bull. We've spoken to the CNNs, the Vices, the Telegraph, well, the big sites that are kind of building out this market, and it's addressing the issues they're finding. I mean, even yesterday, there's a local newspaper in London called the Evening Standard, and it's there. They were talking about how can they future-proof their business moving forward, and that for us it was small and medium advertisers. A lot of Facebook's revenue, right? And as a local newspaper, they're able to help support local businesses. They'll be able to build a product in the future that could potentially help them service this small and medium business market to allow small and fledgling publishers like the Standard papers, you name it really, access a new market, a new audience they support, and then again, generative economic model. Everyone involved wins. There isn't just one person at the top that's taking the lion's share of the revenue, but everyone involved in this is actually providing value, providing functionality, making things more efficient to kind of move us towards a better, more engaging, more attractive internet.
Yeah, we have a saying that's going around at the moment, which is build better. So like coming out of the pandemic, we want to be one of those businesses that is building something better for a different future, really.
We actually want to prioritize what I meant. So the strategy, we actually have a clear direction of what we're going to. So for Alchemy and Blocktide, so that's why I can really relate to what Ben has just said. So there's another question. So actually, this is a comment. So Nick Smith actually said that I think you are solving a problem in a meaningful, effective, and innovative way. So hats off to Alchemy Exchange. So that's what he said. So the last
Thank you,
question,
Nick.
last question that we have. So mental health is very important for block tides. And I assume that you also have a message to the community in Southeast Asia. So it is very important for what's happening around us. So what's your advice to the audience, both in business and the crypto, on what's happening and during pandemic? What's your advice, please? You can answer the three of you.
Chorley, you go. 'Cause the problem I have is shutting up, so I'll shut up for once.
So I think that was the first bit about how to get involved in the crypto industry, because I think it's one of the most amazing industries in terms of like ease of access. Like that's kind of it's a industry built off the internet, right? And the internet is all about like the information being at your fingertips at any point. And what we found as well, so one of our admins, a guy called Viking, who you can come and find on our Telegram channel. He was obviously big in the community of Constellation, and Ben just like reached out to him, sent him and said, "Hey, I've had this idea, you know, I'd love it if you could like have a look at it and I could talk through it," and he was really responsive. And we've generally found that everybody within crypto is like that. If you reach out to people on Twitter, if you reach out to them on Telegram, the admins of whatever project it might be, they'll always get back to you and they'll always want to help you understand more about crypto. And then in terms of, you know, collaboration, pretty much the most collaborative industry I've kind of ever seen, really. We kind of always talk about interoperability. So, and really everybody's kind of interoperable with each other in a way that has not really happened before. So, yeah, I'd say like coming out of the pandemic, and if you want to get in a crypto business, just reach out to people and talk to them, and they'll probably respond, and that's how you'll learn to like build a product out and find out information to do that. So yeah,
I think I would. I totally agree with everything that Adam's saying, and what I would put it akin to is before the pandemic was a very avid gig goer. So I used to love going to see live music, and there's that feeling you get when you're sat or stood with 5,000, 10,000 other people, they're singing a song back that you love as loudly, as vociferously, as passionately as you are. It kind of makes you feel good inside, right? And I felt that similar feeling getting into the blockchain world, getting into the crypto space where there's virtually no barrier. Like, we largely taught ourselves the technology, the ecosystems through information that's readily available, right? And it's allowed us to fall into this community, start to foster our own, and we really say that we don't feel like we have people that we can talk to, that we can share ideas with, that we take ideas from, that can make us think about things in a different way before, and we're really open to that. I mean, my education is in product design, where you user-centric planning, user-centric this forced down your throat, and it's like, okay, that is never been some more prevalent as it I've seen in blockchain, right? You're creating stuff for users, even the process of a company with backers and holders from day zero, right? So you have to behave differently, you have to be more professional, you have to be more considerate, you have to think about things in a way that's different to a startup that could be behind closed doors for a period of time. Eventually, it's like, no, we're a community-led, community-based. I mean, as Chorley said, we were born from the community. We spoke to an admin, he got us in the door with Constellation, and here we are today, being able to launch a product that is going to change the way that ads are traded on the internet. So it does sound quite pie in the sky and a little bit too good to be true, but it's happened. I'm here. I did it with Chorley and Neil, two of my best, incredible, the people that we've met already, and like, I cannot wait to meet more people, talk to more people about ads. As I said, it's virtually impossible to get me to shut up. So ask me anything, anytime you want, and you'll probably did, because I spoke to you for 25 minutes longer than you wanted to.
Thank you so much, Ben. And Neil, do you have anything, any advice? And by the way, there's a comment from the girls in the community that they actually love the anti-fraud, and of course, with the way how you guys look, good-looking guys, who will actually, of course, you will definitely have that trust from the people. They said it's in Tagalog, so it's in our native language. That's why I translated it for you guys. So yeah. So Neil, what's your message?
So what my thoughts are, so I think like Ben and Chorley said, there's a wonderful community that comes out, and I think it's really good to kind of join these communities and just carry on reading and talking to people. And there's no such thing really as a stupid question, really. You know, like people are coming in, and you know, a lot of people coming in don't understand what a DAG is versus other blockchain technologies, and there are particularly in the Constellation community, wonderful people who will really take you under their arm and explain these things to you and take time out to kind of befriend you and get to know you. And I think as well, given the fact that we've been locked inside for such a long time, plus the fact that the markets are going a little bit crazy at the moment, it's quite good to talk to these people to get almost like a support mechanism and keep your mental health strong as well. And that's personally from us as a business, as Alkimi, the mental health of everything that we're doing is really, really important to us as well. That's pretty much all I've got to say.
Thank you so much, guys. And lastly, where can we follow you and your business? I'm actually enjoying the comment section. If you can check the live series, someone said, handsome guys from the UK. That's why I love doing this. They're very humorous when it comes to the community that we have in Asia. So, yeah, they want to have fun at the same time earning money. Where can we follow you
Yeah,
in your
it should always be
business?
fun, right? learning should always be fun. That's how it sticks. So yeah, totally agree with that.
Absolutely.
So where can we follow you in your business?
Definitely encourage everybody to. Oh, sorry.
All right. So where can we follow you in your business before we end this?
So we're really active on Telegram. Our channel on Telegram is Alkimi Exchange. We also have a Telegram channel called Alkimi Exchange Announcements. If you just want to hear about the kind of the main things we're pushing out, you can also follow us on Twitter at Alkimi Exchange. So we're on Twitter and Telegram every day, and there are the main places where you can reach us, and we'd love to see you guys in the community.
All right, guys. So girls, Neil said that they will
Yeah, the more the
double
merrier, we say.
just
More the
business
merrier.
purposes only, okay? Not personal. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time today, and I really enjoyed interviewing and asking a lot of questions. Please do take care, okay? See you soon.
Thanks, Myrtle.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Myrtle.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. You can see the screen, and I'll send the YouTube link, okay? Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so who? It's hot in the Philippines. And it's also hot because because the guys are hot according to the ladies here in the community. So guys, please behave. They might translate everything and know your comments, but yeah, they're actually having fun as well. So I'm having fun with the comment section now. And by the way, for the raffle draw, again, the mechanics, guys, you know the drill. So follow and like the following. Make sure that you like and follow Block Tides. Tag 3 friends on this post. The Cryptitos, Cryptitas, and CryptoPunks share and react to this post. This post must be public. And of course, you must watch the live series up until the end. Okay, so you must follow everything. So it is working, the gleam part. So we're gonna be closing that off 6 p.m. Manila time. So those who have not registered yet, girls, please behave, okay? Please behave. We have made this live like a mining dresses. Please press 1 if you're ready, if you're excited. By the way, we're giving away, what we're giving away is $500 worth of prizes today. So I'll be actually calculating the distribution so everyone is happy. So please share this live up until we reach 2,000 shares. I have a lot of energy today. I don't know why. Maybe because of the heat. And shout out to those who's watching outside the Philippines and outside Asia. You're very much welcome here in Block Tides. So by the way, for the once you know a project that wants to be featured here in the Block Tides live series, please do message me and let's go ahead and interview them. Alright, so please like and press the heart react button because that can definitely share our live series for today. This is the most happiest live according to the girls and the community, the woman in blockchain, the woman in crypto. By the way, I'll be actually choosing those worthy women in blockchain because that's what I'm actually doing yearly. I'm helping someone to actually be a duplicate of me, inspiring people, and of course helping people at the same time. So yeah, that's what I did to Arshaline and Joe Oj. Supposedly Matmat Custodio is supposed to be there included as well in the woman in blockchain, but of course she have to actually do the labor part of for Boninay. Anyway, so please go ahead and share this live series. We already have 969 shares, guys, so it's gonna be Justin Bieber talaga ang bet ko. I know who that is, what you're talking about, Jopay. I think I remember who the Justin Bieber that you're talking about, Jopay. Message me if we have the same person in mind. All of the girls is actually alive today. Alive. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of heart for Alkimi. Okay. There's a lot of heart. So please make sure, guys, that you've shared this live series up until at least 1,500, okay? So we have 122 viewers. Hello, everyone. Alice, hello. Yes, please do make it public so you'll have the share badge. And if ever that you shared it in the groups, it will show a +1 here on the comment section. Amelita, sabi ni Amelita, it's so hot. Please message me, Jopay. I think I know who that is. Justin Bieber is mine. Anyway. Share guys, 995 shares. 995 shares. Happy birthday to Mary Grace Lim Castellon. Hello Andrew. Hello Sheila Book. And hello Sel. Jopay. Tag all of the people who've actually registered for them to actually have the chance to win for today's raffle giveaway. I'm not yet actually speaking Tagalog. So once I switch the scene to the raffle giveaway, let's go ahead and speak Tagalog. Winner chicken barbecue. I actually need to finish this because I have another live session with Goku Market 8 p.m. So let's finish this. Oh yeah, next Smith, all you have to do is actually register on the Gleam that we've posted on the comment section below. Or yeah, is it below? Yeah, below. And then all you have to do is actually share this live publicly. And then yeah, we're gonna be closing the form at 6 p.m. Hello everyone. Everyone is alive today. Good thing that it's actually raining there, Jeanette Ababon. Okay, no worries, AJ Maurix about it. Armari Guillermo. Okay. So, under maintenance po ang KYC. Alright, I'll follow that up with the development team since Pasimuno is Kath. So don't forget to follow Alkimi team. You can definitely add them on Twitter. And of course, let's support them, not just because of it, because of the wonderful plans and solutions that Alkimi have for the community and the consumers. Alright, so I'll be back for a while. I'll just drink water. So guys, please do stay hydrated. It's hot, and according to the Pag-asa heat index, it's actually dangerous. So please do, please be hydrated. Please drink water. Alright, so I'll be back and let's start in a jiffy. 6 p.m. Manila time. Okay. Oh, me. I'm so hot today. No, that's the reason why I actually chose this top, because it's comfortable and yeah. Anyway, guys, please go ahead and share this up until we reach 1,500 shares, and I'll just flash actually some commercials of Alkimi Exchange. Please stay tuned and I'll be right back.
The advertisement industry is broken, and that dysfunction is everywhere. Because of fraud and a lack of efficiency, advertisers are replacing quality with quantity, resulting in even major publications' websites looking like every other spam site we all learned to avoid. Now, one of the most exciting teams in England is bringing the solution to the blockchain. Alkimi is building an ad exchange application on Constellation's Hypergraph, and is the first project being incubated and launched on the Constellation network. What this means is feeless transactions, infinite scalability, and the speed necessary to transact the exchange of ads faster than existing exchanges. Ad exchange is an auction-like process not dissimilar to the token exchanges we have all gotten used to thanks to crypto, but with a need for massive amounts of transactions every second. Advertising is a $576 billion market, nearly 60% of which is digital. What is important to know is that right now, the methods for buying and selling ad space is fast-moving exchanges that are opaque, tedious to audit, and rife with fraud. You could pay to have your ad shown and seen by 1 million users. How do you know your ad was actually shown and to who? Discovering fraud is tedious, requiring analysis of historic data that is not readily available or easily parsed if it is available at all. Constellation's state channel will allow Alkimi to define important data types and identify these bad actors in real time as the fraud occurs. If you have been following blockchain technology, you know this is a perfect use case for blockchain. But Ethereum is too slow, and even if it wasn't, transactions are as high as $500 right now. There has been a missing piece, but the team at Alkimi have identified a solution. Constellation's Hypergraph technology, with its scalability, feeless transactions, and millisecond transaction speed, make it the ideal environment to create this fast-paced exchange. This project was just announced on Constellation's Hypergraph Hour. They have been hosting AMAs and really diving into the community. Alkimi has been confused for a token exchange or even a social media platform. An ad exchange is a specific tool for advertisers to purchase time slots from publishers whose revenue relies on selling this ad space. If you have been disappointed in the barrage of projects in the last couple of months that are ill-defined, anonymous developers, and little gas in the tank after their initial raise, then you are not alone, and Alkimi is exactly the type of project I have been itching to find to dive into. Blockchain technologies struggle with adoption, often requiring users to set up wallets or use special apps or invest in completely new ecosystems. The Alkimi team knows that this isn't ideal, and is building a technology stack that allows them to manage the exchange on Constellation's Hypergraph while using endpoints to seamlessly plug into the existing exchange ecosystems that major ad publishers and demand side are using. This forward-thinking development is so exciting for blockchain, this should be one of the first questions new projects ask. Can we seamlessly plug into existing systems instead of asking users to adopt a whole new one? There are so many subjects to cover for Alkimi, here's a few of them. Internet tracking cookies going away in 2021 require a solution like Alkimi. Internet users do not own their own identity or data online. Alkimi builds the stage for users to not only participate and make choices about their data and the ads they see, but importantly to profit from the sharing of data they choose to share, a step forward in ensuring that we own our own data. Advertising fraud is set to eclipse the drug trade and funding organized crime, and Alkimi is poised to disrupt that destructive industry. Massive ad tech fees as high as 49% in the United Kingdom will be reduced to Alkimi's 1.5% buy and seller fees due to the democratization of the exchanges across the blockchain. Not only is auditing challenging in modern ad exchanges, but this means real-time strategy adjustments are not realistic at all. Alkimi completely changes this paradigm with Hypergraph's speed and data transparency. Transactions get bottlenecked in classic server architectures that cannot dynamically adapt the way Hypergraph not only can, but is specifically designed and incentivized to do. The ad exchanges that Alkimi is taking a chunk of are being used by massive names, Nike, Unilever, P&G, and ad space is being sold by CNN, the New York Times, Time Magazine. Not only is this improving business for them, but this is another massive step in bringing blockchain adoption and awareness into the mainstream. Alkimi will change the world by shaping how the ad industry functions. Excitement is building as they head towards token release. Thanks for watching. The advertisement industry is broken, and that dysfunction is everywhere. Because of fraud and a lack of efficiency, advertisers are replacing quality with quantity, resulting in even major publications' websites looking like every other spam site we all learned to avoid. Now, one of the most exciting teams in England is bringing the solution to the blockchain. Alkimi is building an ad exchange application on Constellation's Hypergraph, and is the first project being incubated and launched on the Constellation network. What this means is feeless transactions, infinite scalability, and the speed necessary to transact the exchange of ads faster than existing exchanges. Ad exchange is an auction-like process not dissimilar to the token exchanges we have all gotten used to thanks to crypto, but with a need for massive amounts of transactions every second. Advertising is a $576 billion market, nearly 60% of which is digital. What is important to know is that right now, the methods for buying and selling ad space is fast-moving exchanges that are opaque, tedious to audit, and rife with fraud. You could pay to have your ad shown and seen by 1 million users. How do you know your ad was actually shown and to who? Discovering fraud is tedious, requiring analysis of historic data that is not readily available or easily parsed if it is available at all. Constellation's state channel will allow Alkimi to define important data types and identify these bad actors in real time as the fraud occurs. If you have been following blockchain technology, you know this is a perfect use case for blockchain. But Ethereum is too slow, and even if it wasn't, transactions are as high as $500 right now. There has been a missing piece, but the team at Alkimi have identified a solution. Constellation's Hypergraph technology, with its scalability, feeless transactions, and millisecond transaction speed, make it the ideal environment to create this fast-paced exchange. This project was just announced on Constellation's Hypergraph Hour. They have been hosting AMAs and really diving into the community. Alkimi has been confused for a token exchange or even a social media platform. An ad exchange is a specific tool for advertisers to purchase time slots from publishers whose revenue relies on selling this ad space. If you have been disappointed in the barrage of projects in the last couple of months that are ill-defined, anonymous developers and
Alright guys, please press 1 if you can hear me. Please, I'm back. Are you there? Okay. I want to know where you're from. Please go ahead and place it in the comment section below where you're from. Tag all of the people who've actually joined this live, and we're still 200 away from the shares for our goal today. So guys, please go ahead and share it. For those who's a newbie, by the way, I'm a Philippine Women Blockchain Ambassador, and I'm also the VP, the new VP of Goku Market, VP for Partnership and Growth, and I'm also the founder and CEO of BlockTypes. If you can actually scroll back or play backwards, I've made the introduction who we are. You can definitely do so at the first 30 minutes of this video. Metro Manila, Pangasinan, San Pedro Laguna, Rizal, San Pedro Laguna again, loud and clear by Jeanette. Valenzuela City, I'm just near you, Leo Vallejo. Aiko del Rosario from Batangas, Santa Cruz, Manila, from San Pablo City, Laguna, Pampanga, Bulacan. There's a lot of people from Bulacan. Alright, so let's go ahead. And the form is closed. And let's go ahead, guys. And let me just generate the names. Let me just check the Gleam results. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides. And again, guys, next week there's another live series. Yeah, and I want to take a break also, but of course we need to do this for the community. So yeah, I can do all things. So let me just go ahead and check the, hold on. Please make sure and check the spam if you receive the confirmation about the Gleam registration, okay? Let me just export this. I'm doing some Excel sheet work. Removing the duplicates and all. Checking the validation. All right. Please share this video while I'm doing this and exporting this, guys. We have a lot of participants for today. Hold on, there's a lot. Okay, I'm still at the bottom. There's a lot. Oh wow. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides and Alkimi. So let me just go ahead and paste this one. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, now I'm going to remove the duplicates. Alright, so there's 300 participants on this live series. So please make sure to tag them. So once I call them, it's gonna be invalid if they're not gonna be here when we give him like 3 minutes to actually comment. Okay, please make sure to tag the people. And let's ready to roll. Okay. Please press hashtag Alkimi if you're ready. Hashtag Alkimi. If you are ready. Let me just switch the screen now to the raffle giveaway. Alright guys, are you all ready? Press hashtag Alkimi and let's finish this live series. By the way, the winners, there are 2 winners for $100 each. So it's gonna be equivalent to 5,000 in peso. 2 winners of 2,000 pesos. So just convert it, guys. Convert that to USD because we have foreign other people here in the chat who actually participated from other countries. So and then we're gonna be having like 1,000 pesos. How many winners? 11 winners for 1,000 pesos each. All right. Hello, Zwen Aguila. Ivory. Hello, guys. Angie Soledad. Let's get ready to roll. Wala na naman yata yung name ko. Sabi ni Jopay. All right. So, the first winner of 1,000 pesos. Please make sure to actually say if you're gonna be actually the winner. Please press I'm here. Okay? Okay, game. The first winner of 1,000 pesos, Robilin Sarmiento. Let me check if Robilin shared the stream. Is this Rob? Sarmiento. Robilin Sarmiento. Oh, kita niya yung name niya. Robilin Sarmiento. Robeline Sarmiento. Please make sure you actually shared the stream or you shared it in the group. Let's check. Guys, it's hot, right? Okay, so 6:08 on my clock. 2 minutes for Robeline Sarmiento. Pangbili din to ng BSC projects, guys. Robeline Sarmiento. Their accent is like city, right? By the way, guys. Hello, shout out to Eric Serda. Good luck, everyone. Oh, hi, Shandi Manakil. Okay, guys. 143 viewers. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, Jude Yufan. And for those who've won OZT tokens before, guys, I'm continuously contacting Serge about it. And yeah, I'm pushing him to actually enable the trade already for USDT. And he said actually within this week or next week, okay? So that's a good news already. I'm not tired in actually updating that for everyone. Following that up. So everyone can definitely be happy. Alright, 1 more minute for Rob Belin Sarmiento. One more minute. Hello to Poknat. Did you know that a fun fact with Doberman, they're really our guard dog? And then I've actually searched YouTube about it. That they're really gonna bark even though, with the people that they don't know. So please bear with that. He's part of the Doge family, by the way. And Magneto, the Siberian Husky that I have. So if you're a fur mom here, I'm a fur mom as well. Alright, so this is disqualified. It's already 6:11 on my clock. I'm sorry, but rules are rules. Rules are rules. So I'll be removing this. I'll be removing this now. Next, we don't have a winner yet, okay? Let's finish this as early as we can. Okay, next winner is... No, there's no next winner. The first winner is... Hey, move. By the way, guys, for those who actually know about the planetary movements and those who believe in astrology, during this retrograde, Mercury retrograde, guys, please don't sign any contracts or deal with anything. It's just actually my own perspective and with my beliefs. So the energy right now is actually intense. So your ex might come back and message you again. Karen de Kumos. Are you there, Karen? So if you notice, just a fun fact about astrology, because I'm actually okay. I saw Karen de Kumos. You're the first winner of 1,000 pesos. Congratulations. Please message Block Tides. So if you've noticed that there's 3 retrogrades every year, it's Mercury in retrograde. So please be careful if you're actually traveling or have any plans. There might be delays. So that's what I believe in, okay? So guys, the next winner, it's all about technology, delays, and yeah, communication, because Mercury is the planet for communication and technology. Dami kong alam. Next winner, Clarice Lagrosa. Oh, wow. Kasi baliktad na siya eh. So, if ever that your ex will message you during this time up until June 22, it's because the planet Mercury is in retrograde. Please press 1 if you're experiencing that. That's up until June 22, guys. Clarice Lagrosa, are you there? Hello, Eden Table Lightning. Na all dami alam. No, that's what I'm actually doing. I'm into spirituality. I'm into I believe in Jesus. Yeah, let's not just talk about. Yeah, it's all about astrology, and with my own perspective. I don't want actually everyone to. It's my own sharing. Share ko lang moments. So with astrology, I came to know myself more because of the birthday that I have, the natal chart. So that's why we are all unique. So we have different planetary placements when it comes to the birth chart and natal chart that we have. Are you here? Okay, Clarice Lagrosa, congratulations. Astrology is so fun, especially when you're trying law of attraction. You get to know yourself more. Because when it comes to actually achieving many great things in life, what I do advise you guys is for you to know yourself more. So it's up to you how you'll know yourself better. It's not it's up to your own interests. So my interest is astrology. Congratulations, Clarice Lagrosa. It's still actually there's still a discussion about that. So how you treat human is still with love and light. And there are people that's not really matching with your energy. Not all people are for you. Joe Pasqua, the third winner for 1,000 pesos. Magja-jumping rope na rin ako. I'm so happy it's Saturday again. Which one? Hindi pa siya na-trade, guys, because there's migration happening with the OCT. So I'm following that up every week. It's for 2 months already, and I don't actually want to deal with negativity in approaching search about it, because I still believe in that exchange. And yeah, he actually followed it up that yes, there's still ang pao. It's still in my wallet. It's still there, and he told me that they're gonna be enabling the trading pair for USDT and BTC. Okay. Jay Pasqua, Joe pala. Oh, there. I saw you, Joe Pasqua. Congratulations. You're the third winner of 1,000 pesos. Wow, nanonood silang lahat. Congratulations. Yes, hindi pa kasi siya i-distribute siya to everyone. Again, it's still in the OZT wallet that I have, and hindi ko siya dahil I have my own money, and what is for the community is for the community. Everything is free here in Block Tides. You don't have to pay for anything, just to watch and win, and that's it. So, actually, a lot of people have many chances in winning here, as much as possible. At least this Joe Pasqua is new. Congratulations, Joe Pasqua. Please message Block Tides. And just for inspiration, guys, don't actually listen to the opinions of other people about you, because you know yourself better than anyone else. And their opinions of you is a reflection of their own shadows. I will not delete my post about it, because I know that I didn't do anything wrong to them. God bless you, and I wish you well in your business. Who's this? Elsiler Aninon. Elsiler Aninon. Elsiler Aninon. What is ancestor? Elsiler Aninon, is that si John Aninon ba yan? Garn. Hi, congratulations, Elsiler Aninon. Alright, so the next winner. Sorry guys, I have to finish this as early as possible, because again, I still have to present 8 p.m. to South Africa and UK for Goku Market. If you want to join, please join. Janet Morales, are you here? So, of course, I need to finish this as early as possible so I can still rest and end this like 7 p.m. So, if you want to actually see me again, know more about Goku Market, and actually, I've tried it last night for... Ang dami kong share, kaya ang tagal natin. Janet Morales, are you here? Ah, okay, I saw you. Alright, ako yun na. Anyway, by the way, Goku Market, I've tried actually cashing into my own account. Again, I'm not entitled with the affiliate thing, like what actually have other exchanges have, the affiliate program, because I'm part of the corporate and I'm the VP of Goku Market. So, I've tried it, to be honest. It's the first time me subscribing to the Defi bot. So, there's a lot of rewards, guys. So, if you've just placed your subscribe to the 1,000 USDT bot, it's actually very easy to use, and you'll actually have the chance to get GMC at the same time, the currency that you want to stake. So at the same time, it's called compounding. So I've learned something new last night. So it's double rewards when you actually cash in or subscribe to that. AI DeFi bot that Coco Market have. Congratulations, Janet Morales. Alright, so the next winner is... and by the way, Ninja, choose those. I choose you. Just kidding. And again, we keep it light here in Block Tides. I don't believe in competition, if it's healthy or not, but when you're actually destructing or destroying someone else, I believe in the law of cause and effect. Diana Eugenio. Diana Eugenio, are you here? Sorry. I'm sorry. Nanalo ka. Congrats. Napasigaw pa ako. Kala ng asawa ko na paano ako. It's really good to actually be happy for other people. So Josel Cabalce actually that's the attitude that I actually want to portray for everyone, is you're gonna be happy for the success of other people. Wow, strong. But then again, it's the law of cause and effect. Congratulations. Oh, sino na to? Si Diana. Diana? Thank you so much, Giza. How can I read it? Otida? Actually, they said that it's more better when I don't have a makeup. But I love makeup, so I will put makeup. Actually, guys, not everyone is actually awakened to these principles because it's their choice. It's about free will. So when it comes to the cause and effect, hindi nila alam. It can affect multiple. It can affect many things. When you do something wrong, it will affect a lot of people. Because that's why I know I'm not perfect, and yeah, I've been there, and it's a ripple effect when it comes to you doing something bad for other people, just based on my experience. Nasaan na ba to? Diana. Diana? Okay, I saw Diana Eugenio, and she's a top fan. Congratulations. It's and about here about the live series that we have is actually it's not just about live series, just for the projects, education about crypto and blockchain, and of course I want to share the wisdom and the experience that I had before, so I can definitely assist you or advise you with something that can definitely make your lives better, because it's, you know, guys, what you viewing here, the viewers that I have for 161, sometimes it's up until 200 plus, it's my responsibility for me to actually inspire and of course direct you to the right path, and coming from the experience, of course I've been there, and then I've found a lot of teachings with those who have experienced the same thing. So, yun. Alright, so the next winner. So that's why I don't actually use social media. So, I use social media for Block Tides, to be honest. Before, I always... there's this experience of mine. The next winner, by the way, the next experience of mine is... Rachel Elahorde. The experience that I had is when I opened my eyes, checking the newsfeed, it just made my day, like with a bad mood. So yeah. Rachel Elahorde, are you here? Hi guys. Spread good vibes. Sabi nga ni Lao Tzu, Is that Lao Tzu or Confucius? And the old saying, what you do to others, don't do to others what you don't want to do unto you. Lalim nun, guys. Hindi, simple lang yun. So, yeah. Are you here? So, 6:28 on my clock. 2 minutes for Rachel. Hi, Amruta. I'm just doing a live series, so please bear with me. Sino na ba siya? Ella Horde? 29 on my clock. That's actually the golden rule. Sayang for Jude. For Josel. Alright, 29 on my clock. Actually, sometimes I do believe this is just my own opinion. For those who's really rich, they're rich for a purpose, and they've been blessed with a purpose as well. So sometimes those who's really bad when it comes to the riches that they have, they're mangyayari pa rin na they're gonna be faced with a lesson. Nasaan na siya? Okay, pag 31 na on our clock, of course, this is disqualified, okay? I don't want drama kasi, that's why I've just given a heads up with the status that I have, that I'm not silent when it comes to them destroying my name, because I haven't done anything wrong to them. And I hope you're watching. Alright, so this is disqualified for Rachel Elehorde. Next winner, please. Ninja. Please bless those who really need it. Henry Blutz Kaalim. Sayang yung name ko. Who's this Kaalim? Henry Blutz Kaalim? This is new. By the way, guys, I love this app, Pinterest. I've been a user of this ever since this was created. So if ever that you're getting lonely, or if you're having negative thoughts, just actually look for quotes there that can lift up your emotions and your mood. Pinterest. Like for example, you search there, motivational quotes. CEO quotes. Ganon. Hi, Irene Bernardo. Yes, so that's why every time that I want to be motivated, like inspirational, business motivational quotes, everything you can search there. And everything is an image. I love to see flashy images with quotes. So, yeah. One, Kaalim. Congrats sa Wala Dito by Eden Table Lighting. Hi, Zakia Yap. Kaalim. There you go. I saw the comment of Henry Blutz Kaalim. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides. Please do go ahead and message us. Okay, so just a recap for the winners. The first winner is Karen De Cumos. The second winner is Clarice Lagrosa, Joe Pasqua, John Aniñon, Janet Morales, Diana Eugenio, Rachel Elahor, no, Henry Blutz Kaalim. Okay. And then we have 4 more for the 1,000. Four more. All right, so let's see. Cheryl. Sinong Cheryl to? Wait, I'll just check the raw data kung sinong Cheryl to. Don't worry guys, there's no multiple accounts here because Gleam is verifying it. Okay, Cheryl from Quezon City. Are you here? Watching from, ano yan? Hello, Mayfaye Matilios. Prayer capsule is the best. That's right, J Pips. Hello, Christopher Kaakoy and your family. Hello, Alice Bonsol. Alice Macaray Bonsol. Hello there, Hilay. And Josephine and Leasing. Hello, Ninja. Cheryl, your singer. Sino siya? Cheryl from Quezon City. Let me check if she shared the stream. Let's go and check that. Okay, there's no share for Cheryl. There's no share. So guys, this one is actually disqualified. According to the team, it says here wala pong public share. And there's no sharer badge for the video. Hello there, Ninya Matelia. Okay guys, this one is disqualified. Let me just check. Yeah, there's no share badge for the live video. I'm sorry, but this one is disqualified. Hello, Hezekiah. Hezekiah Luchavez. Alright, next winner. I'm sorry, this one is disqualified because there's no share badge. And this not, yeah. The rules are already pinned. And ever since we're doing this, I repeated that for 3 times earlier. Joyce Nopal. Joyce Nopal, are you here? Joyce Nopal. Who's Joyce? Hello, Joyce. Are you here? By the way, Joyce Nopal. Please check your spam if you received something from Gleam. Oh, there. Hello, I can see your share badge. Congratulations to Joyce. Oh, is that right? Joyce Nopal. Please message Block Tides and you won 1,000 pesos. As much as we really want to, but rules are rules, and it's gonna be fair for everyone. Kasi we've stick with that rule ever since, and it went well. Arn the word. What's this? Arn the word. Can you read this, Ali? Can you read it? The weird. Arn the weird. What? What are you talking about? And weird. Taga saan kaya siya? Where is... Oh, Belgium. Oh, wow. She's from Belgium. So, let's see if shinare niya or nanood siya ng live. Okay. So, this one is disqualified already, guys, because she's not here. Skirt, skirt. Yeah, she's from Belgium. I saw the name in the raw data. So, she's not here and she didn't watch the live. And she didn't... What do you call this? She didn't share the stream. So, this one is considered as disqualified. Okay? Imported. At least now, ever since last 2 weeks ago, there's imported people here now in Block Tides, guys. Alright, the weird. Emily Halili. Oh, this one is Filipino. Halili. Why? But there's no Emily Halili who shared. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Zakia Biap. Ako nasa Brunei. Ako nasa Brunei, but I'm watching your live video. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, nagbanyo pala si Rob Sarmiento. Marami pa chance. Just pray for us, and of course your share and likes are definitely the engagement that we need for us to have many live series, and your prayers. Katrina Halili. Emily, 42 on my clock, 2 minutes more. Emily Halili, by the way. Why are you laughing? I'm the cool mom ever, you know. Am I a cool mom? Oh wow, I'm annoying though. I'm an annoying mom though. You're sometimes cool but sometimes annoying. Watching from Batangas. Hello. Okay, so 1 more minute for Emily Halili, na pinsan ni Katrina Halili. Oh, Rita Daniela. Ang dami nga nagsabi na may hawig daw ako doon. Watching from cellphone. Alright, guys. Sa akin na yung malaki. Alright, so this one is disqualified for Emily Halili. I'm sorry, but you're not here. And I don't see any shares. So, remove. Show yourself. I'm dying to meet you. Joel Solante, are you here? 3 more winners for the 1,000. Show yourself. Ito ba si Emily? I think umabot siya. Isa lang ba ang Emily dito? Umabot siya, guys. Nakita ko sa clock. Wait. Emily. Oh, wow. Wait, let me just check. Nasaan na yung name? Wait. Umabot siya dahil 44. 42 ko ina na yung ano. Yup. Okay, so Joel Solante and Emily, please message Block Tides. Congratulations, guys. Naabot si Emily sa aking orasan. And Joel Solante. Mataba lang si Aubrey. Yep, I saw Emily's comment, guys. Wait lang. Kanta na lang ako sa ano, sa Smule. Ay, sa Wising. Yep. Congratulations, guys. Kasi I have my clock here, so yeah. And I know Joel Solante ever since we're doing physical events. He's also attending with his folks. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides, Sir Joel Solante. And please message me too, Emily Bebero. So the last winner for the 1,000 each, Sharon Tamin. Oh wow, ang swerte ni Sharon Tamin. Nandito kaya si Sharon Tamin para ma-claim niya ulit ang kanyang premyo? Sharon Tamin. Ang init, guys. You are the one I've been waiting for. Lagyan natin ng bangs. Ayoko mag-cut kasi more on full bangs talaga ako. Sharon Tamin. Nanalo ulit siya. Nasaan kaya siya? Sharon. She shared the post 2 hours ago. Let's see if she will comment. Oh wow. Ang swerte naman. Congratulations, Sharon, again! Ang daming repeat winner dito. Ibig sabihin talagang swerte sila. I'm not manipulating the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not even manipulating this and talagang sinashuffle ko siya. So, congratulations, Sharon. Sharon. Sharon Tammin. You have now the chance to meet Ben of the CEO of Alkimi. I'm just kidding, guys. I just want to actually have fun. Oh, what's this? kaakoysharina@gmail.com. Okay, guys, sorry, pero Sharina, ito yung nalagay sa full name. I'll remove that immediately. Pero ang winner is Sharina Kaakoy because it's for privacy. I think she made a mistake. Pero Kaakoy Sharina, please to show yourself. That's for privacy purposes. I actually take a bath too with raw salt to remove negative energies. Pangpaswerte din siya, guys. So, Kaakoy, from the Kaakoy family, Sharina. Sino si Sharina? Swerte din sila, to be honest. The Kaakoy family. Okay, I saw the comment of Sharina Kaakoy. The family that supports block tides wins together. Ganon? Sharina Kaakoy. There are no rules when it comes to you joining your whole family, as long as you actually you're actually here. You've participated in the Gleam and followed everything, of course. Congratulations! The Kaakoy family. Well, it's been a long time that they won. So, next winner is for... Saan na ba? Kasi tapos na tayo with the 1,000. Oh, that's 2,000 already for Sharina Kaakoy. 2,000 pesos. So, another 2,000 pesos. Sorry guys, hindi ko nasabi. So, this one is for the 2,000 pesos. Nina Chester Matela. I think I've mentioned this name earlier. Matela. Oh, I can see a lot of Matela here. So, ngayon, shout out to the Matela family who's supporting Block Tides. So, they've shared a stream about an hour ago. Ah, right. Actually, she's the one who actually said shout out earlier, I think. So, congratulations, you've won 2,000 pesos. Please go ahead and message Block Tides. And shout out to the Matela family because I've searched, it's 3 people that joined Block Tides. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides. Shout out to... Sali niyo ako sa GC niyo. Just lurker lang ganon. Saan yun nagpapa-shout out? Oh my. Shout out to Angelo Di Pasupil. Why it's 2 times? Matila ang matibay. Anyway, congratulations. And are you all ready for the 2 winners of 5,000 each? Please press hashtag Alkimi. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides. Alright, so 2 winners left for the 5,000 each. As much as I want to stay, there's still more next week and the following weeks guys. For us to actually distribute the prizes. So, congratulations. Please message Block Tides. And yeah, for the 2 winners for 5,000 each, are you ready? Please press hashtag Gary Abulon. Hello, Cora Claudio. Alvin Colico. Please stay safe and healthy, guys. And yes, we have a lot of things going on here in Blocktides Live. And yeah, there's a lot of prizes for the following weeks. As much as I really want to rest, of course, I want to give this to the people because passion is the key for everything. As long as you love what you're doing, you will never be tired. All right, please press hashtag Alchemist watching from Pasay, Sedivalo, and Illich. I want to include everyone here. Kahit ano ka pa, you're free here to participate in Blocktides because we are striving for not just for mass adoption but also for inclusivity in all races, in all genders, in all types of people, whether you're a CEO, whether you're just simply an employee. Yeah, we respect everyone here. All right, I'll be right back for 1 minute, guys, and let's draw the winner exactly 7 p.m. I'll just drink water. Please bear with me, okay? Thank you so much. guys, and we are back. So, are you ready? Please press 1 if you're ready. If you're ready. If you're ready, please press 1. 1, 1, 1. Ang laki ng baso ko, no? Oh. Wow, yan. Actually, this one, experiment lang to ever since 4 years ago. Low carb and no sugar. So, ayun talaga ang madaling magpapayat. And it's healthy. Because for me, sugar is poison. So, Splenda ang ginagamit ko. And then, heavy cream. And milk. Ayaw ko nun. So, let's draw the 2 winners. Rian Bautista. Rian Bautista. Laksan natin ang moves. Rian Bautista. Laksan natin ang moves. Rian, are you here? Anong group yan para ma-shout out? Where? Nag-comment na ba? Ang ingay mo raw, Mels Andrada. Sana all malaki baso. I think, ito yung, hindi ako nagmi-milk tea, pero sila yung nagbili ng milk tea. Nasaan na siya? Nag-comment na ba? 2 minutes for Rian Bautista. Okay, ka-freaks daw. Shout out to the ka-freaks. Swerte daw today. Ang gaganda ng mga pangalan ng group nyo, ah. Shout out to Andy Ostaga and the group of Moondog Philippines. To the moon. One more minute. Hello, Chorley and Revillesa. Wala pa rin ang comment niya. So, pag 7:06, disqualified po. Paano po maging fresh sa mainit na panahon? Meditate? Kasi out of all of the chaos outside the world, guys, going inwards is the best. For me, prayer is actually you speaking to God. And when it comes to meditation, He's the one speaking to you. Okay, so this one is disqualified. I'm sorry, guys. Rules are rules. So remove name from the list. Please press 1. Hala, hindi siya sumasagot. I love you daw, sabi ni Charlie Ann Revilleta. Kanino ba yung I love you? Alright. So the winner is pangbili sa dip. Josephine Magtuloy. Josephine, magtuloy po tayo. Magtuloy lang po tayo. Magtuloy. Wala pong share si Josephine. Show yourself. Siya ba yung Kiambaw? Iba ito eh. Si Josephine ba magtutuloy sa pagbili sa div? Jo. Asan yun? Jo. 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 Ay, wait. Siya ba si Jopay? Ay, si Jopay pala yun. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Jopay. Kilala niya si Justin Bieber ng buhay ko. Char. Josephine Magtuloy. Hala, sino nga ba yung isang winner ng 2,000? Wait, papanoorin ko ulit yung live. Wait, guys. Si Ninya pala. Ninya Matella. Alright, so the last winner. Are you ready, guys? Swerte ako today, sabi ni Jopay. Alright. So the last winner of 5,000 is Airdrop Hunter. Sino siya? Airdrop Hunter. Sino siya? So this is a Twitter account, I assume. Airdrop Hunter. Meron siyang username, email address, and taga ano siya. Cagayan de Oro. Cagayan de Oro. Sino siya? Sino yan? Si Jonathan? Okay, please do screenshot that you own the account. Jonathan Garcia. Is that right? Yeah, please make sure to send the screenshot. Ikaw ba yarn? Na taga Cagayan de Oro. I have the raw data, guys. So, taga Cagayan de Oro, si Airdrop Hunter. Please do send a screenshot because this one is your Twitter username. So, to verify that you are the Airdrop Hunter na taga Cagayan de Oro, hold on. Na taga Cagayan de Oro. Sino ba talaga? Actually, it's a girl's username, email. Ano ba? Hindi daw siya. Sabi ni Jonathan. Taga Cagayan de Oro siya. And it's a girl's email address. Sino yun? Let me check. Airdrop Hunter. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I saw it. Yung, si Aisha. So, Aisha, it's the same email. Please do message Blocktides and congratulations, everyone. So, please stay tuned again for the next live series of Blocktides. And thank you so much for your support. Please stay safe and healthy. And guys, don't forget to stay hydrated. Please wait for our upcoming live series again. Aisha, is that right? She shared the stream and she's a sharer. And yeah, she's the last winner. And again, thank you so much for supporting Blocktides, guys. So yeah, please message me. And again, take care, stay safe, and of course, God bless everyone. Goodbye, guys. Stay safe.